Hey guys, this is Stephanie with Thread and Glue. I am coming to you today to place them with the jelly plate. I am a newbie at the jelly plate, so I'm not teaching you. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. But we're going to use, I had gotten a Glitz and Glam kit from Folk Art that has a sterling silver in it. It has a pure gold, a pearl white, hologram glitter, oh yeah, silver glitter, and gold glitter. So I thought we would play with these and see what we can come up with. So let's just get into it. Let's start with gold. That seems like a good win, right? I hope you guys are doing good and have had a good time since we last talked. It's been a while. I've had a roller coaster ride trying to get moved in to our new place, but we are getting there. We just had a snowstorm come through, so we're still stuck, not fully moved, but you know, my craft room had to get put together. So we're going to work with it, and this is a 12 by 12 jelly roll plate, and I'm going to try this little tube. I don't know where this came from. It's pretty thick. It's kind of like a toilet paper tube, but a little thicker. And see if we can put some marks in here. And I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to damage the jelly plate. But it is making some good little circle marks, and I think that'll be fun on our paper. And we'll just see what we get. We're just going to play and come up with something. And hopefully it'll be great. I did find a glue book that I had started originally and thought, well, we would try to play with it some too. And I've got a new quilt project in the works that we're going to work on. My daughter has requested a king size quilt, which is a totally huge undertaking, but we're going to do it, and we're going to see what we can come up with. And hopefully you guys will learn something along the way, and I will too. And we'll come up with a beautiful quilt. I did some tea staining on paper the other day and used some of the stains by Patty Pockets. And this is a really nice stain. I don't know if you've tried it or not, but I think it would be good for a lot of things besides just jelly plating. I also used distress spray stain in tarnished brass, brushed pewter, and antique bronze. So I got a really nice vintage look. I did experiment some and tried using watercolor, tube watercolor, and put in a spritz bottle with some water and shake it up. And that worked pretty good. It was a nice pastel look. So if we end up liking that really well, I'll show you guys how to do that. It wasn't very hard. We need another layer on this. So let's put some of that gold glitter on here, shall we? I think that would be a lot of fun because I love some glitter. Who doesn't like sparklies? Sparkles are awesome. Ooh, interesting. It's not really gold when you put it out there, but the glitter is. So I think it dries clear and then the glitter stays behind, I think. That's at least what I'm thinking it will do. I must push really hard because I end up getting these little marks all the time. And I don't really like the marks. I'm just trying really lightly, but it just doesn't seem to get rid of them. So if you guys know a way to get rid of that, let me know because I can't stand the extra marks. All right, let's do our first paper pull and see what we get. Hopefully it's going to be fantastic and we're going to absolutely love it, right? Beautiful. I need a pull-off paper, so let's get that and pull off this excess stuff. And this is a really big plate. I think if I were to do it again, I would go with like the 8 by 10 plate, just because this is so large and your papers aren't that large. Your papers would be this large if you were doing like cardstock, maybe if you bought 12 by 12 cardstock, or if you used your scrapbooking paper. But I don't know anybody that would use scrapbooking paper for this, so I'm just going to roll off the excess on here. Maybe we'll get a pretty paper with it, who knows. Okay, let's pull this off and see what we get. Oh, it's not bad. It's really sparkly. I love the sparkles. The only thing is that my circles aren't showing up very well, so I wonder if that's because I used gold on gold. So maybe we'll try like gold with white or gold with black and see what gold with black would be pretty. Let's try that. See what happens with that. All right, let's try it again. Let's start with our gold so we can make our marks. Woo! And I don't think you're supposed to have too much paint, so I may have just put way too much paint out there. But we'll try it and see. I get a little heavy-handed with paint. I like to get messy when I work, apparently, because that's all I ever do. But it works, and I come out with something pretty a lot of times. So I definitely recommend covering your space, your workspace, before you do this, just because this is a messy job, and you're going to need to lay down your paper somewhere. And if you don't want to mess up your counters, that you really need to cover it. Okay. So there's that. Let's put our marks in there. Put circles. I'm overlapping these circles. I really like the look of them overlapping. I'm not overlapping every one of them. I'm overlapping every couple of them. And then sometimes I'm doing 3 just for some variation. I don't think regularly there would be any symmetry. So that's why I think that just rolling these around is really a good idea. Kind of get a new look. Okay, I think that's probably enough. So let's let that dry for a second. And while that's drying, I'm going to grab some black paint. Well, I see raw umber up here. Crackle paint. That might be interesting. I don't know if we can use that on there, but we can try it. And I am not seeing black, but I do have white. So we will go with white and see what happens with that. I really think black would be fun though, so I'll have to find that for my daughter. It's in her room, I'm sure. Everything ends up in her room. She is an amazing artist. She does all kind of painting and crafting. Lately, she's decided she wants to try and sew clothes. Now, I love sewing. I have no problem with sewing. My beast is what I call my sewing machine. And she is a little particular, but she is a quilting machine. She's a quilting sewing machine. And Katie wants to make clothes. Now, I do not make clothes. I never have been able to. Never been able to follow the patterns very well. So it will be interesting because I'm hoping she's going to get my mom to teach her. I just don't know what to do when it comes to sewing clothes. This white is going on really nice. Spreading very well. I may have gotten a little too much. It's spreading so well. It's just really running over there. There I go with those lines again. That just really seems like a lot of paint. Let's break some of that off. We can rake, right? Sure, I'm sure that's legit and jelly rolling. If it's not, it is now. And to get those lines out. I know, I'm worried about those stupid lines. But I don't want lines in my print. So the only way to get that out is to try and work it out. And I'm being as light-handed as possible, barely touching the roller. Okay, let's get some paper and try this, shall we? Let's see, I'll probably start way over here because we can get like half of another page if we try maybe. Let's do that, and I'll do this. Ooh, that's mushy. Really got too much white paint, I think. So don't put so much white paint if you do this, because it makes a huge mess. Good thing I put an apron on, right? Yeah, that took off a lot of the white paint, so we may have to take a white paint strip first and then get our actual print. Yeah, it's pretty goopy. Yeah, just messy. Nothing pretty to show there. Let's see what this does. Well, that's pretty. That gives you kind of just a background look of it. We'll keep that one. Let's do another one off of this. So maybe we can get those circles. I don't know if I'm just not waiting long enough for it to dry to get the circles or what. I've watched a lot of videos on it and it seems like I'm doing it the way they did it. The only difference would be that I know you can't put too much paint, and I did this time. So we'll see if that works or not. Okay, let's try this. Oh yeah. Aha! Yeah, we did it, y'all. Look, we got the little marks and the circles and everything in it. So pretty. Yay! Well, let's try a different color. We're going to leave this mess on there because it makes it better, right? Let's do silver. Let's see. Yeah, silver and some hologram glitter. Okay, not too much paint, Stephanie. Ooh, I made a mess out of that paper. Let me flip it over and get us the other side of it to roll off on. I may have to get another one altogether. Look at that. I'm still wiping white paint. Oh, well, it's just going to make it more luscious, right? That's what we're going to say. Maybe not quite as much silver as I probably should have had, but we're going to go with it. And we're going to try that same mark just so we can see what it does different in the silver than it does in the other. Now, I'm just barely twisting it, not pushing hard, because if you push hard, you're going to go on your jelly plate, and you don't want that. I'm going to do individuals of 1s, 2s, and 3s that overlap. And not in any particular order. If you did it in order, it's going to look like you did it on purpose. You don't really want that. You just want the randomness to come through. Oh, yeah. Let's do 3 that way. And 1 right there. Now, I know we're probably supposed to let this dry a little bit, so what should we talk about? I could show you the pattern for our quilt that we're going to do. Let me grab that. This is the pattern that I'm going to be using. It's called Labyrinth, and it's by, let's see, Calico Carriage Quilt Designs. So hopefully you're getting a good view of that. It's going to be fun, I think. There are no Y seams, so we don't have to worry about that. I think this is probably dried long enough. Let's put some hologram glitter on it. Then we can do the white over that, because that seemed to pick it up really well. Come on, little glitter. Okay. Ooh, this hologram glitter is gorgeous. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the glitter right there. That's the good stuff. Kind of helps if I move my knife out of the way. Okay. That'll go down and dry. And then we'll put our white on top. I think I'll try this folk art white this time to see if maybe it's not quite as liquidy. The one that I was using was Lucas Creel Studio. I've had this forever. I had it in art school. And it's a lot of white. But you really don't need that much. It's still really tacky. You know, this first one that we pulled off over here, this is not real bad. I think I'll use it. It'll be good for in a junk journal. It gives some really nice texturing lines and stuff in it. And you got one of the circles right there. So it'll be interesting. It'll be different. Okay, that's about as long as I can stand to wait. So let's put some of this. Oh, it's pearly. I guess it should be. That's what the name was, but I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect it. Oh, it's so pretty. This makes such a great sound. I love the sound of the brayer going against the plate. I don't know why. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, well. I'm a weird person. If you don't, which you probably don't. I don't know that I've shared much about myself, but I am from Northwest Arkansas, originally from Northeast Arkansas, and we have moved on to, or are moving on to my parents' farm. They have a 60-acre farm here, and there are cows, and I love the cows. They're so much fun. They all have names, and let's see, there's Hey Girl, and Judy, Belle, Annabelle, Pluto, there's Henry, and Leroy, Johnny, and Bully. Bully is a big baby. He was a bottle-fed baby to start with, and he thinks my mama duck is his mama. Now, she's the one who raised him bottle-fed, and so he comes to her and wants her to scratch and love on him, and he rolls around to her, and they just have this really special relationship. It's really, really kind of cool. You wouldn't have expected with a cow. I mean, I wouldn't have expected with a cow. I always thought cows were just dumb animals. But they're not. They're pretty intelligent. Surprisingly enough. Oh, goodness. This is an interesting look. Oh, I'm getting my arm in the paint. Let's try a different one. This is not pulling enough of that for me. So let's try this one that we put on here. Oh, okay. Okay, I can go with this. It almost has a crackly look to it. I hope you can see that. I'm trying to get the glare off of it for you. But the paint is still so wet that it's going to glare a little bit. But anyway, that's what the silver looks like. By the way, do not overlap these things until they're dry. I did that when I was tea staining stuff, and I was putting that stain on top of it, and they stuck together. Which I don't know why I didn't even consider that they would stick together, because that's kind of a duh moment, but it happened. Luckily, it was only like 3 pages that I had a problem with, and could work that out, but wow. That's a lot of work to mess up just because you don't put them laid out, separated. Okay, this one's good. We could do a second round on that afterwards. But I really like that. I think the coloring and everything is really nice. I think that would look awesome if it were on tea stain paper. And you know what? Let's try that. Let me get a piece of tea stain paper and let's do that same combination. All right, let me grab that. So when I did the tea staining, I put the distress stain on it, and this is what it turned out like. I don't know if you can really see the shimmer and shine of it, but it's so pretty. The back of it is just like that, and it's still pretty too. So we'll probably do our staining on this back side, so we have it on both sides done well. Should we do silver or do the gold? Well, let's do the gold, because I think with that tea staining, the gold would look so nice. Okay, maybe that's enough. We'll try it. Oh, I lost my brayer and all the papers. Got a little silver in that mix. It's okay. It's all good, right? Let's make a mess. My mama always said, if it ain't messy, it ain't good. Now, she was talking about cooking, but I took it and ran with it with everything, I think. I really liked that. Let's, instead of using a little circle maker, let's use some bubble wrap this time to put us some impression in there. Just put it on and pat it on. You don't want to rub it, because if you rub it, you're going to move those bubbles and you're just going to get smears. We don't want smears. We can do that without bubble wrap, right? Okay. Oh, yeah. That's going to look good. I had got a mess up here. I'm going to have to start spreading these papers out down on the floor. Okay, we got that. It's got to dry. I hate waiting on it to dry. Do you guys ever hate that part? Just waiting. Just waiting forever. Seems like forever. Look at my hands. I'm already getting paint everywhere. Okay, we know we got to have some glitter. Do we want to go with, let's go with the hologram again. I really liked that. It's so pretty. There we go. Let's move that stuff around. Hopefully we don't move our dots, because I may not have waited long enough. Let's hope I did. I'm very impatient about stuff like this. I'll have to learn not to be. Okay, now that I smeared it out, let's work on getting rid of those lines. I don't know that I've seen anybody else have problems with lines like this. Maybe it's the brayer. Or, I mean, it could also definitely be the operator. I'm not saying it couldn't. But, you know, we need our white on top so that it'll pull. We better let this glitter dry for a second. Let's see. I am 43. I will be 44 on the 18th of this month. But I told my friends that I'm going to start going backwards in age. I don't really like this getting old thing. But my body thinks it is. I don't know. Let's see. I am one of 3 kids. And my mom is a nurse. My dad is supposed to be retired. He doesn't know what retirement means. He actually works every day. He takes Sunday off now. So that's a big deal for him, because he's always worked like 2 jobs. I have 2 children, 2 girls. One is 16 and one is 21. And I have a wonderful husband. It wasn't always like that, but it is now. Praise God. It is snowing like crazy here. We rarely ever get any winter weather here. We used to before I moved here. They did, but we haven't since I've lived here, and I've lived here for 12 years. Actually 13 years. No. Oh my goodness. 16 years. Okay. I've really been here a long time. So they're telling us it's a winter weather warning. You know, the warning is the bad one, where they're actually going to happen. The other one, it may or may not happen. But since we got that, I told my husband, I said, we got to go over to the new house. I really want to play in my craft room. Because, you know, our beds and everything's still at the old house because the weather's been so crazy. We haven't been able to move them. And that's driving us crazy, because all we want to do is just get moved and be done, you know? We've been working on this move for, oh goodness, a month now, it seems like. And it just takes forever. I hate moving. I told my parents I am never moving from this house. So, yeah, not moving again. Okay, I think we're ready for our tea stain paper. Let's put that baby on there. Oh, it's mushy. I did it again. I got it real mushy. Okay, I'm pushing it down. I'm going to get us a wipe-off paper, a regular, and we'll see what that comes up with. I think the wipe-off papers are pretty. I haven't had any that I thought were really ugly yet. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I smell the coffee. When I tea stained my coffee, I used just instant coffee. At first, I tried regular coffee, and it was so pale, y'all. You couldn't really use it. It wasn't very pretty at all. So I sent my husband to the store, and we don't drink coffee. My daughter does, so we were using her Keurig to try and make a cup of coffee. But I sent him to the store to get some instant coffee, and we got that. Got it home, and I tried it, and oh my gosh, it was so much better. The coloring is so much better. Okay, let's rub this one down now. Let's see what we get. It's kind of wrinkling the paper. I love that. Kind of makes it look like it's old and worn. Okay, y'all, here we go. Oh, it's pretty. It just gives an iridescence of gold and shimmer on it. I don't know if you can really catch that shimmer very well, but that's it. That's what it did. We need to color with some other colors. Something besides white. Let me pause and I will go and get some more colors from my daughter's room. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I found black. Yay! So we can do some black. I found a raw umber. And these are Master's Touch. You get them really inexpensively when they go on sale at Hobby Lobby. This is yellow medium. That might be fun. Permanent brown udder. Oh, madder. Not udder, madder. And then one last one I grabbed was light green permanent. So let's try that that silver with black that we did before. But let's use the, oh no, that's the glitter silver. Oh, well, okay, I guess we're going with that first. Might be nice, be different, come out different, who knows? Who knows? Okay. Spread on there. Smooth them out with my heavy hand. Now let's put the silver, sterling silver paint on there. Woo! I love that. So let's make a mess. It really reacts differently once you've got that the glitter stuff on there first. This paint doesn't want to spread much. It's spreading a little. It's giving me some interesting looks. So maybe we'll see. We'll let's put the bubble wrap on this one and see what that does. Okay. Okay, yeah, it might give us something here. And we definitely need the black as soon as we can get this to dry. Oh, I've rolled it right off in it. I didn't even bring any paper towels in here. What kind of artist am I? Everybody has paper towels, right? No wipies. I pulled my wipies out and they were dried out. My daughter made fun of me, my oldest, because I was going to keep it and use it anyway. So I threw them out. But now I wish I had them. Because you can use dry wipies for stuff to like pull stuff off and things. But they're gone. Well, I'm going to have to get some more wipies. Oh, there's the black. Oh, it's still real tacky. Should I wait? Should I wait? Maybe just a second longer. We'll see. I wonder what it would do if we did that stains on there first and then did all of this. Or maybe did this layer of printing when it dries, put the stains on it and pull it with that. I wonder if that would work. Might be interesting to try. Okay, we've waited long enough, y'all. Let's put this black on there. Oh, it's kind of goopy. Maybe that's enough. We'll try it. Oh, I can't lay it on that paper. Because that paper is not my friend right now. Ooh, it's spreading really good. That's good. Now we know that that works really good for Gelli printing. Whoop. Look at that, y'all. So pretty. Let's get rid of that line. I'm so close to no lines. Yeah. Oh, I got one right here. I created another one. Okay, well, it's just going to have a line. Okay, a couple of papers, because we know we need the sides to pull off too, right? So let's try it this way this time. Smooth it out on there. Oh, don't get your hand in the paint, Stephanie. There we go. Whoosh. Mush all the paint together. Oh, it just made a black mess. I had way too much black paint. Okay, so maybe our next pull off of it will be better. It's just a big black blob. That kind of sucks. Well, at least you know I'm not perfect at it. Oh. Yeah, that's going in the bin. Gross. So ugly. Let's probably pull this one to go in the bin. Oh, no. Look at that grungy goodness. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. We got to keep that one. That is so pretty. Ooh, let's do another one off of that and see how good it gets. Because you know we have all that extra junk on the page from, because I haven't been cleaning this plate. Everything I watched said not to clean your plate, that all that yummy goodness would make your grungy look, and it does. I am really into the grungy. Look, oh look, we get our dots this time. We got quite a few of those dots. Let me get this little edge here. See if we can fill that in. Yeah, that works. I bet it'd be cool if we put a color on top of that. We'll save that one aside so I can do that. Let's go with yellow. I don't know why I want to do yellow, but I think it would be bright and fun. And I love some bright and fun colors. We got all this black on here. It's going to be really interesting. It may look like a bumblebee, but we're going to do it. Okay, there's some yellow paint. Oh man, I got black all over that brayer. I'm going to need a new roll-off sheet. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Okay, yellow. I know I don't have to do to the sides or anything, but I don't know, it feels so incomplete. I'm not going to this time though. We're going to stick with the middle and see what happens. I don't think I'm going to put any kind of a mark in this one. I think I just want to see what it does with that black underneath it. Oh man, getting paint everywhere on me. I'm going to have a shower after this. I probably will just wear paint for another video. Because I am needing to make some videos for you guys. Oh, you guys. Look how cool that looks. Can you see it? It's just so grungy. Ah, I love it. That is awesome. Uh-oh, it curled up. Let me straighten it out. There we go. Now let's pull another one and see how much better it gets, shall we? Hear me rocking the table? Oh, you guys. Oh, it almost looks like there's a little person in it. How funny. Look, you see the little person there? That's so crazy. But that turned out pretty. It has that silver in it too, and I would never think silver and yellow would look good together. But Apparently they do. Get this corner right here. Oh, it's not supposed to stick. Just because I said it's not supposed to. Not because it's wet paint or anything. Okay, there, yeah. We got some of that color. Oh, there. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to pull some of that off on this one because this is just so incomplete. I don't really want a bunch of yellow in my next one. A little bit's okay, but not a bunch. Yeah, that pulled off quite a bit. I'm going to do it one more time. Mush it in. Yay, got most of all that off. That's going to be my excess paper, I think. How about, let's put that, well, let's do the stains. Yeah, we got to do the stains first. Let's try that. You open it up, and it is literally just a stain in the bottle. And so I stir it just a little bit. I don't know why, but I feel like it probably needs to be stirred sometimes. Woo! Good goopy mess. I rub that off because I really don't want to lose any of that extra stain. That's good stuff. Put the lid back on so I don't make a mess with it. And we'll roll that out. Oh, I'm rolling yellow. Of course I am. Of course. Let's do brown. I think the brown matter will be good. That's the one down. Sorry for the reach, guys. What's this one? It's, I think that I got this one from Jerry's Artorama. The Atelier brand. Uh-oh, it's kind of stuck. There we go. It's not real thick. It's pretty good for this, I think. That's all I'm going to put on there. I think that's probably plenty. It's kind of a reddish looking brown. It's really interesting. I did not expect that. Okay. Well, let's see what she does. Get some more paper out here. There's one for the top section. Oh, I don't go down yet. Okay. That's the top one. Let's put one down over here so I don't wear it. This is why I wear an apron, y'all, when I paint. Just so I don't get my clothes all nasty. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have any regular clothes left. Okay, let's pull that one. Oh, it's just a goopy mess. That's no good. I don't like that one. We're going to throw that one away. Let's pull this one, so it's probably a goopy mess too. It is goopy. So I'm going to throw it away too, because I really don't like it. I like the white lines in it though. That's kind of cool. Let's try pulling it now that we've got all that goopy off. Okay. Okay, I can get on board with a little bit of that. Let's see what else this has for us. Oh, that yellow peeking through is kind of cool. What do y'all think? Should we keep it? I think we'll keep it. I really like how this did this dotting thing here. That's pretty neat. I think we'll keep it, but I think we'll go over and do some gold on top of it. So let's do that now. Let's just put some gold down. And undo my roller. by the way, I just put underneath this a cheapo plastic tablecloth that I got from Dollar Tree to protect my surface. So definitely want to do that, guys. It's kind of crazy without it. Why don't we put a distress stain in it? You'll just do antique bronze. Oh, you can't hardly see it, can you? Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, we're going to get that red one again. Well, that brown matter. And try it. I'll take this one and do the other side here. Yeah, could be interesting. Let's see what this one does. Oh yeah, guys. Heck yeah. Look at that. That is so pretty. Oh yeah. Guess you never know until you try it, do you? Alright, guys. Let's see. Let's try one more because we want to put something on top. Remember this one? We want to put something out there on it. So, what should we do? Let's put that crackle stuff I found on the plate first. I don't know if it's any good or not. I've just found it. Oh, it squeezes out. So, yeah. Let's put that stuff down. Spread it out. I don't know what it'll do. But maybe we'll figure it out. Okay, we need a color. Let's do the silver because we used the silver before with it. Ah, that's the glitter. Doggone, they make those so close. There's our silver. Well, it's interesting. The paint's reacting differently on here with that crackle stuff. It just kind of moves. It doesn't really stay put anywhere. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. But it slides everywhere and it doesn't cover like where it's gone over all the way. So I'm not so sure about this. Get some of the excess off there. Okay. We're gonna try it, guys. Let's roller that on top of this one we did earlier. Kind of blend them between the two. Okay. I don't know if this crackle stuff has to sit for a while before it crackles or if it just doesn't. I don't know. So we'll see, and if it doesn't crackle in this, I'm going to let it dry and see if we get a crackle when it dries. Because I think, if I remember right, my mom did a dresser in this crackle stuff, and it didn't crackle until it dried. When it dried, it started separating, if I'm not mistaken. So, we will do that and see. And I think this is going to be our, oh, that's pretty. It's going to be our last try on this for today. It's been a lot of fun playing with it. I'm sure you guys have other videos to watch, so I won't be keeping you very much longer. Oh yeah, look what we got. It's pretty good, huh? If only the floor were the same height as our table when we needed it to be. We need a little jack or something to jack that thing up. Okay. Guys, it's really interesting. It didn't crackle yet, but it is really interesting and really grungy, and I love that. So let's let it dry, and we will see what we come up with when it dries. So that'll be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe off this plate with some extra paper. But you guys, I'm really thankful that you were here today with me and that we played. It's nice to finally get to play in this room. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back and spend some more time with me in this room. I don't know what to call my room. We should come up with a name for this room. Like, I don't know, like, you know, some people call it their studio or whatever. I don't want an easy, simple name like that. I want it to actually be like something good. Y'all come up with something and put it in the comments for me. That would be amazing. That's pretty good. Got all that extra off of there. So we will see you guys in the next video. And I hope that's real soon. I look forward to it. Talk to you then. Bye.